What's up, guys? Nubio back again, and today I'm going to talk about something that I saw on Reddit this morning, and I love Reddit for Yu-Gi-Oh! It's just so nice being able to see what other people think and interact. But anyways, a guy said that he was tired of how fast-paced the game was, and his fix to it was, let's make it so that both players cannot attack for their first 2 turns. So to put this into perspective, player 1 would go, he could, set up, and then he couldn't attack. Next player goes, he can do whatever he wants to do, also can't attack. Player 1 goes again for a second turn, he can't attack. Player 2 goes again, he can't attack. But then player 1 would go, and then he could attack. And the reason this guy got a lot of fire for what he posted, because if you think about that, player 1 gets to set up first turn, so they get to set all their spell traps that they can stop you with, plus they will be the first person to be able to attack. And that was his biggest flaw in what he said. So that wouldn't work at all. And next thing would be that decks that need a lot of time to set up, that are a bit slower, they wouldn't necessarily be that much better. Besides, maybe I could think, just as a Lightsworn player myself, Lightsworns would probably do a lot better because sometimes you don't draw all your mill power, and that's how you get stalled, because you cannot mill. But then if you had, 2-3 turns where, you could just set up your monsters and they can't be destroyed, you can mill as much as you want. And you could start going like, Lumina. Lumina gets hit and destroyed really quickly in the game. So usually you just want to use her effect so you can either overlay or sync up, but if she's on the field, you can just keep milling with her, keep specialing out other monsters, and she won't be destroyed, so you can set up like that. So that's very bad. Also, instant win conditions would be ridiculous. Like, imagine how much harder, it's not that difficult, but imagine just that little bit better Exodia would be with a few more turns where they don't take damage. They can just keep doing stuff. Most good Exodia decks, they're going to have 3, maybe even 4 pieces by their second turn anyways. So, why give them those extra few turns where they can just keep adding pieces to their hand? And I saw something about Venomanaga, but I've never really got to know that card, so I don't know if that would be broken or not. I feel like it probably still would be. And so yeah, I don't think it would work that well. And then also, I don't know if the guy played in a lot of tournaments or not, but if he didn't know, even with, how fast the game is, with all the OTK decks and how fast-paced the decks like to set up their boards, games still, usually, a lot of them, go over time limit still. And so, you notice for sorry, dude, there's somebody on a horse and they just scared the crap out of me. But, games still go over time limit quite often. And so, if you made it so they couldn't attack their first couple of turns, not only would it go from, they'd go over the 40-minute or however long time limit by 5 or 10 minutes, it'd probably be a bit longer than that too. Because there have been times where, me and my opponent, we're both playing moderately good decks. I've played Burning Abyss versus Satellar Knights, and this is probably bad on my part because Burning Abyss is supposed to, in my opinion, run over Satellar Knights, but for 8-9 turns, neither of us took any damage. And so it was a very, very long duel. And so, I don't know, I just don't think that would be the answer to slowing down the game. Plus, Heretics, they're not that much of a thing anymore, but they would have even more struggle because you couldn't first turn try and get your OTK if you're going second. And so they just struggle a lot because their thing isn't, protect the board. They need to go as fast as possible. So, yeah, that's just my thought about it. I don't think the game could do something like that to make it slower. It just make it extremely too slow. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Like and subscribe, and I'll check you guys out later. Peace.